My wife humiliated me with a slap in front of her lover, but I sent him home toothless. It started with a single anonymous text. You should know what your wife is up to when you're not around. Attached was a photo. My wife Amanda smiling, leaning way too close to my so-called friend Daniel. Her hand was resting on his thigh. Suddenly, everything made sense. The late nights, the sudden girls' nights out, the way she'd been distant for months. When she walked through the door that night, I showed her the message and photo, demanding an explanation. Her face shifted from shock to anger instantly. Are you seriously going to believe this garbage? She snapped. You're paranoid. She called me insecure and controlling, making it seem like I was the problem. When I demanded to see her phone, she snatched it away. You don't trust me? This is exactly why our marriage is falling apart. She was gaslighting me, turning it around to make me the villain. The breaking point came at Lisa's party that Saturday. Amanda casually mentioned Daniel would be there, watching my reaction. If she thought I was going to sit back and let her parade her affair in front of me, she was dead wrong. The moment we walked in, I could feel eyes on me. Everyone knew something I didn't. Amanda made her rounds, smiling like the perfect hostess. Then I saw him, Daniel by the bar, looking smug. When he saw me, he smirked like he'd already won. When Amanda made her way over to him, she laughed at his jokes, leaned in close, and touched his arm right in front of me. It was deliberate. She wanted me to see it. The final straw came when I overheard guests whispering, "Poor guy doesn't even realize how bad it is." My patience snapped. I pushed through the crowd. When I reached them, conversations softened. People turned to watch. "What the hell is this?" I said, loud enough for everyone to hear. "You've been sneaking around with him, lying to my face, and now you're parading it in front of everyone like I don't exist." Her smile vanished. "Don't do this here," she hissed. "Why not? You weren't worried about doing it here when you draped yourself all over him like I wasn't standing right there." That's when it happened. She raised her hand and cracked it across my face hard. The sound echoed through the room, and the entire party went dead silent. "You're pathetic," she spat. "You can't stand that someone actually wants me, someone who treats me better than you ever did." Daniel stepped in, placing a hand on her shoulder. "Maybe you should leave," he said, looking at me like I was some stray dog. Something inside me snapped. "You think I'm leaving? Not a chance." When Daniel shoved me, it was all the excuse I needed. My fist connected with his jaw before he could blink. He stumbled back, nearly knocking over the table. We crashed into the couch, knocking over glasses. I grabbed him by the collar and drove my fist into his ribs until he was gasping for air. "Get off him!" Amanda screamed, but I didn't stop until he scrambled back to his feet, face red and nose bleeding. He swung again, but I caught his arm, twisted it behind his back, and drove him face first into the coffee table. Red liquid smeared across his mouth, and I saw one of his teeth lying among the broken glass. I stood over him, breathing hard. "You want to humiliate me? This is what you get." Amanda rushed to him, crying. "You're insane!" she screamed. I turned to the crowd. "I know you've all been whispering about this for weeks, watching me walk around like an idiot while you laughed behind my back." When Amanda tried to beg me not to leave, saying we could fix things, I spun around. "Fix this? After everything you've done, you think there's anything left to fix?" "Too late," I said coldly. The next morning, I hired a lawyer and filed for divorce. When she came home that night, I was packing. "You don't get to cry now," I said. "You don't get to play the victim." Daniel stopped seeing her shortly after. I guess the excitement wasn't so thrilling once it came with consequences.